Yes, YouTube, I hope everybody is well. In today's video, we're going over what I think are the best warm-up maps for dominating zero build duos in Fortnite. Before we get into it, don't forget to use creator code Yannbeast in the Fortnite item shop, or don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the video, guys. Let's see if we can get 20 likes on this video. Come find me live over on TikTok. We stream 5 days a week. We play with followers every single stream. We're trying to create Fortnite's friendliest community. So let's get into it, shall we? So first of all, this is my favourite, especially for reload, as it has all the old weapons in. It is fast 1v1 zero build. It is a great map. Map code is on screen now, guys. Have a look at it, check it out. This is the map that me and my duo use if we're going into a rank session. We play about 15-20 minutes on this and it helps massively. It gets you warm, the pace of it, the map itself, and the guns are really good. So let's have a look at it. So when you get in, you are greeted with all these vending machines. You can choose, there are hundreds of guns to choose from. I tend to choose the guns that I would use in reload, but there are all the snipers, there are chapter 5 weapons, chapter 4 weapons, chapter 3, 2, 1 weapons. Like I said, I tend to use the weapons that I actually use in reload, and the loadout I use in reload just to get me as snappy as possible for when we do our reload rank sessions. So mammoth pistol, hammer AR, and then pump shotgun with some shockwaves and bunkers for me are perfect. Once you've selected your loadout, you go into that purple circle. Both of you go inside and it puts you to this wall. You both go across the wall and it starts. So first I'm just going to show you around the map. It is one map. It's quite a big map, but there's a few different terrains. There's a few like hills, some rocks to use as cover. There's also like this desert slash oasis area. Both sides. So it is a really kind of realistic map to the areas that you will be fighting in reload. So here we're going on an actual game. It's nice, fast paced. As soon as the game is over, as you will see, we go straight into the starting thing again, literally as soon as the kills happened. And we use this always kind of before our big ranked sessions. So there you go, you get back to this and you just go again and go again. You can go back if you want to change your weapons. You can change your weapons. It is easy enough to do, guys. Highly recommend you go and test this map out. Try it because it is a lot of fun, and like I said, it really does get you warm for a reload session. Obviously, you could use it even if you weren't playing reload, especially with the weapons how they are now. But it was one that we found in chapter 5, and it was one of the few ones that had all the weapons that we were using in reload when reload ranked first came out. Unlimited ammo, big map, a lot of area to use. I give this a solid 8.5 out of 10. There are a few little glitches. Some of the rocks are a bit glitchy, and some of the gameplay can be a bit glitchy. But overall, for a creative map, it is a really good job. So the second map is Tropical Island 1v1 zero build. Now, this was our favourite to start off with. This was the one we used a lot. There are 45 different maps. So every time the game's over, you get different maps to play on. However, the issue with this is it is a very small loot pool. As you can see, there isn't the variety of guns, and there isn't as many kind of OG style hit scan weapons. So for reload, it didn't really work as well. And then also now for kind of remix, it probably wouldn't be the best map to use. But there are all these, obviously there's a bench that you can modify the chapter 5 weapons. And then once you're ready, you just go to the blue circle. It's first to 10 this, whereas the other one was unlimited. There are different maps to choose from, so there's this one which is pretty poor, to be honest. Some of the maps have quite a lot of glitches, which is a bit gutting, but overall it is a good warm-up map, just not the best warm-up map. So there we go, we've got a kill, and then we go to the next kind of map. Each map you play twice. But like I said, some of the maps are quite poor, some of the maps are really good. and some of the maps have quite a lot of glitches in. Like I said, it is a decent warm-up map, but I would rather play the first one that we've shown in the video. The good thing about this, though, are there are a lot of realistic kind of created POIs that you might fight in kind of terrain. There's a lot of water, etc. So going into the third map, it is 1v1 Zero Build plus practice. This is more of an obstacle course. There is guns that you can use, but it has got the least amount of guns in it, and overall it's probably the most unrealistic / clunky one going. However, it is a decent map. So you go and pick your loadout. Like I said, there isn't as much to choose from. It is pretty much the basic weapons from each season. The SMGs are very, very limited. There is a workstation, but again, there isn't the greatest amount of guns. And the issue with the workstation is if you use the workstation, for instance, you use a gatekeeper, you put a drum mag on it, if you die, it resets all your guns. If you don't die, the game stays as it is. So you each get bunkers at each side. Your stuff like your grenade and your heals do change each round. But this is again a continuous game that you can play. Them little red things do a bit of damage to you, but you heal straight away after. There's a lot of jumpy things in it, so you don't really know what's going on. The other thing with it is if your opponent dies, you can stay in their spawn, which doesn't really make sense. There are bots on the map as well, but the bots just kind of keep bouncing in the air off these tires and little pads. It's kind of a bit messy. The whole map's a bit messy. The guns feel very slow to react on it. It isn't the worst thing in the world for a warm-up. However, I would play the other two over it. Like I said, the first map that I've shown is definitely my favourite map out of the maps. The second one does a very, very good job. This one, it would kind of be... I suppose it's a preference thing. It might be something that you really like. However, for me, it's one that, yes, it probably could be worth using, but with the other ones there, I don't really think I would put my time into using this one. Now, these maps I use before a reload ranked session. Reload's kind of the game mode that I'm playing more at the minute, and when me and my duo want to play a reload ranked session, we would use one of these maps to warm up. The only other thing that I'd suggest, guys, is a reload solos. Obviously, there is a lot of bots in reload solos. However, in reload solos, you get into a lot of gunfights in a short space of time, so it will get your aim on point. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Let me know if you've used any of the maps. Let me know if you will use any of the maps. And let me know if there are any maps that you use that I've missed, because I'm really looking to try and find as many warm-up maps as possible. So guys, like I said, let's see if we can get to 20 likes on the video. Subscribe to the YouTube. Go and find me over on TikTok and join the Discord, and we'll catch you in the next one. Let's go!